I have a
No, that's
I have a
fine.
new segment
Fuck me.
for you guys and for the audience to participate in. This segment's going to be called
Oh, what is it called?
the segment's going to be called Players Want to Play. And this is a segment where we talk about games that should exist and we want to play. And I'm going to kick us off with the very first one. I'm going to let you guys think of your own games that should exist and want to be out there. But I'm going to start off so you guys have some time to. Okay, what can?
What are the parameters of this?
It's games that don't exist that should exist. Okay.
Are you doing them based off something, or is it our own
It can be
ideology?
based on something or it can be your own idea or whatever. It just can't exist.
Oppenheimer Simulator.
No.
You get to build the bomb.
I think that already
This
exists.
probably
It already probably
that's on the internet somewhere. You can find
Yeah.
it.
That's what I was thinking because there's a lot of different simulator games out there. Like there's a truck driving simulator, power washer, lawn mowers. Like
But
there's
I
there's three goat simulator games.
yeah, what the fuck. Anyways, I got this idea from another video and I will talk about it. It's written in the notes, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to let you guys think of games that you would want to see. I'm going to give the end all be all game that should already fucking exist, but for some reason doesn't. Um, a massive open world, open universe, if you will, Star Wars MMO or
You took my entire
sorry.
idea, so that's crazy.
Well,
No, that's fine.
but see, that's what I'm saying. This game should already fucking exist, but it doesn't. Have a open universal game, kind of like Jedi Fallen Survivor, combat wise, character customization. You get a pick if you want to be a bounty hunter or a Jedi or somewhere in between. I mean, we saw it with that second game. Like fucking Cal has a lightsaber. He can switch his fucking stances and stuff to wield the lightsaber, and he has a blaster too that he uses at the same time. We need something like that. Give us fucking planets to discover, a great storyline, and like ship customization and flight abilities. How has this game not existed already? That is what everybody wants from a Star Wars game. Give it to us already.
Quick side note: you guys seen IGN hyping up Star Wars Outlaws because it's flopping so bad?
Yeah, Ubisoft is throwing the bag at these review platforms.
Hey, do you see the explosion animation? It's so bad, dude.
I will.
That looks like a 2006 gaming explosion.
Yeah, I just it's like it's a game nobody asked for. Like no
Yeah.
one wants a Mary Jane esque mission from Spider-Man like playthrough. People want to be Jedi's. People want to create their own characters. People don't like I personally don't like role playing games where I'm role playing as a person I am not.
Yeah, the victim.
The victim. Well, Elden Ring the exception, but
Hmm.
I want to be able to create my character and run through the story how I want. Especially when there's different
Yeah.
like sorts of play styles. Like it's like come on. If you're letting
And
me
like
pick
in the
my play
time
style, then let me pick my characters.
and like this time in gaming, having like I feel like having a gameplay where it's just so closed off like that, it's just you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Like out here dropping something like that. Having like Star Wars in the universe of itself, there's so many different races and different everything. There's different cultures like in all over these planets, and you just limit yourself to a just like smuggler, not even like a full bounty hunter,
Yeah.
but a smuggler.
Yeah. And have that shit multiplayer. I want to be able to duel my homies or just
Hmm.
straight off murk them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wouldn't happen, but yeah.
I don't know. Watch your back. Watch your back. Adrian, would you agree? You seem quiet. You seem like you got stuff to
I've
say.
I've just been trying to think. I've just been literally just sitting here trying to think of like a game idea or concept that hasn't been done. I've got like two things maybe. One is something I've seen before, like on probably on fucking on Blur. This is like an old ass thing that I've seen on the internet before. A game concept where like the whole time you're playing through the game, like you think you're the good guy doing good guy stuff, and then at the end, turns out you're the bad guy. Or like even like a multiplayer game like that, you like two-player game at like the end, you have to like fight your friend, something like that. Or I was thinking of this. This sounds very complicated, like a large-scale war type, like a space war type game, but the story is dependent on what happens within these multiplayer like skirmishes that you play or whatever. So like if more people if from this faction are getting wins, like this at some point the story's like this planet's now controlled by these people. It's no longer a map. This is now just like or like this planet gets destroyed. This part of the this area, like something like that.
Mm.
Complicated. Trying to think of it.
I was thinking like Helldivers kind of does that in a way where it's
They
like
were so
so
close.
close.
They were so close,
Yeah,
and
but
then
that's against the environment. I'm talking like these factions, like the leadership is just like automated developers or control that whatever, but like the actual just like all the soldiers is just people. Like it's
Yeah.
all dependent on the people of these factions or nations and like the multiplayer games, what happens next in the story with whatever nation. Do they
Hmm.
conquer? Do they get conquered? Do they get absorbed? Does another one right? Like, you know, make it real complicated.
I think honestly, just build like with mine. Just I would like to see a fully authentic like guild game where you have all these different like it could be your friends, your home, like have it so it's a kind of a social network built in it,
Hmm.
right? So like if you wanted to be the leader of your faction, you would go and like the early players can get like a special mission after they've progressed a certain amount, and it'd be like a ruthless mission, right? Like they have to go through and kill something or take something out or retrieve something at the same time or just something that's like off the wall pretty hard, right? And then they become the leader of a faction and then they can build upon it. And then you got like people that have different weapons or different classes and have battles. But then, kind of like chasing after resources and I don't know, someone like I think a more custom team rather than random like where you play with randos,
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty sweet because like I know Destiny did like the whole faction thing, but they didn't really like
Elaborate.
you just
Yeah.
yeah like you join a faction and you just pretty much get like armor and weapons from that faction
Yeah, it
specific,
was only
right? It
gear
wasn't like
specific.
yeah, it wasn't like battle out here just like throwing dukes with
Yeah.
just another squad because they're in the same area as you, and then it'd be sweet. Like mic'd up, dude. Leaders like, yo, we got flyers like like jetpacks or whatever dragon riders coming in,
Hmm.
whatever the universe may be. Maybe even both, dude. Like a
You just
solid sci-fi fantasy combo,
all you
brother.
hear from the
Fire.
all you hear from the forest is send the kamikaze unit. Oh shit!
Just
It's
like
just like
this
torpedo
dragon.
dragons
Oh
coming
shit!
down like, oh fuck.
You just see a bunch of people just flying straight down.
I think it would be so cool to have not even like a mix of sci-fi or medieval, like just a straight up medieval game where you build your castle, your kingdom up in a region where you work together with other houses and stuff, and you go out and do missions. You like there's NPCs, there's like uh actual online players that can play a part of your kingdom. Go out and do quests and shit, kill the dragon, save the princess, fucking pillage, whatever you want to do. And then use all that resources that you get, upgrade your castle, and then you like can have all like full scale wars and stuff with other kingdoms, or you can just do those small little quests.
Ooh,
Oh,
faction morality compass, right? But then a singular morality compass. Like if someone's striving to do nothing but good within their faction, like you're not out here doing those kind of like pillaging, thievery, just straight up murking, right? It's all within like an honor
Yeah.
system. But if someone in the faction steps out of line, you can do like a vote, exile them, and then they get kind of thrown out into the wilderness to go find another faction where they are doing that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
And then they can join
Or
like a
or
rogue company or something. Yeah, that'd be sick.
yeah.
But there another part of the morality compass, if you are like a super honorable person, you unlock like specific classes for that. So you could be like a paladin or some shit. Or if you
Cleric.
cleric, or if you decide to be evil, you could just be a thief or uh I don't know, like a rogue, a
Necromancer.
necromancer. Boom.
Dark
real
arts.
quick, uh, this is kind of a tangent. I know somebody said, I think Gan was saying something about like sci-fi and medieval mixed together. There is a game like that already.
Destiny.
I don't know if you guys have seen the videos about
No.
it. No. Um, the one where it's like, I don't know exactly the concept, but basically like you travel back in time from like
Oh, I saw that.
current day to medieval time, like with a truck or something, with like modern weapons,
Oh,
and you go fight. Like,
I
I'm talking.
that
It's that's
I'm
exists.
talking
so
about like an
cheap.
amalgamation of both.
It's I saw that
But I
game
mean, that
though,
is an amalgamation.
but like with a truck.
It looks funny.
It's
I'm
funny.
talking
I mean,
like a
there's a,
seamless, like like it would be like a dragon rider,
It's
but
like it
it's like
exists
the
in that
guy's dressed
world.
kind of like a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's just like dressed kind of like a stormtrooper in a way, but it'd be kind of medieval looking, and then he's got blasters on the back of this
pretty
dragon.
sure you could do that in like Roblox.
But that's Roblox.